Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of CYC's Ask an Expert. My name is Mariellen Gergis, and we have our guest expert today, Dr. Yousry Armanios. Welcome, Dr. Yousry. We are so pleased to have you here. Can you give us a quick background of what we're going to be talking about today?
Thank you, Mary, and I'm very blessed to be here on the CYC channel again, and I'm here just to listen to your questions, try to answer them as much as I can. Anything that's in regards to marriage or courting or dating, all these issues that pertain to young adults, actually, I'm ready to listen to your questions today.
We're very honored. We actually have several questions today. We have our guests on this show. Today we have Bishoy Samuel and Jonathan Anthony with a couple of questions for you.
Great.
So the question we wanted to know was, what are the responsibilities of each person in the relationship, especially that of the man, in leading the process of courting?
Well, it's a very good question. Man is really responsible, has the major responsibility in initiating marriage. And because actually we are following the example and the model of Christ and church, So man's responsibility first to show his major interest in his wife-to-be in the future, and that's about just showing her the same love and care in terms of being eventually the head of the family, and is Christ-like, and is following the example as we just said. And the lady should actually feel that. I mean, his fiancée needs to know and feel this interest the way he's dealing with her. Responsibilities here probably include so many aspects, like, for example, protecting her, honoring her, respecting her. Probably I would say just to put her before himself and his own interest, because this is all about Christian love, And when the lady would feel that her husband-to-be is doing that, she would submit, she would obey, she would follow. And that's how a family works in the future. So man actually, for example, it starts when he offers the commitment ring or the engagement ring. He's telling his fiancée that I love you, I am ready to do anything for you, bringing the most expensive thing to show you my love and my appreciation to you, because that's how a wife-to-be would just feel her man's love and care for her. If you ask me about other responsibilities, I mean, just as I say, man should just, be ready to do anything, to build up this nuclear family, to start a new family with his wife. If this may need some sacrifice of any kind, he would do that. You are asking me specifically about the man, right? Or just you need.
Just the man's what task or items or events he should follow in order to begin the process and I guess to continue it. You want to add anything?
Also, how would you suggest that the man spiritually lead in the relationship?
Well, I mean, these are very good questions, because as I said earlier, a man should keep always the model of Christ and church. What did Christ do for his church? He did everything. I mean, he just offered his life for the church. So spiritually, actually, if the man keeps this image of Christ before his eyes, on his mind all the time, he would be guided spiritually to do his best. And that's how marriage works, actually. When a man is following the example of Christ, Jesus Christ, for the church. And even with just tolerance of each other. I mean, a man should tolerate his wife's weaknesses, shortcomings, because Christ did that for the church. And unless a wife would see that her man is accepting her unconditionally, forgiving her unconditionally, like Christ and church, problems may happen later on. So actually, I am putting more responsibility on man, more commitment on the man than the wife actually. But I say, when a wife would see that, she should spontaneously submit and obey and follow her man. Did I answer your question here?
I think so, yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Any
Thank you,
more
Dr.
questions?
Yousry.
Thank you, Jonathan.
I have a
Thank
quick
you,
comment, Dr.
Yes.
Yousry. Does what you say apply to courting, marriage, or engagement? Does it matter, or?
It starts with courting and it continues. This is a continuum that starts with courting, starts even during dating time, continues during the engagement period, and then it establishes itself during marriage. So this is something to last. And unless even before courting, even before thinking, I have to, adjust my mind to be ready for this process as a man. Unless I do that with myself spiritually and mentally and emotionally, then the process may have problems later on. Usually when they match together during courtship, things will go very well in the future.
Thank you so much, Dr. Yousry. Do you guys have any other questions you'd like to ask Dr. Yousry?
I think we're good for right now.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Yousry.
Thank you, Marianne.
Thank you, everyone. We shall see you next time, Dr. Yousry, on Ask an Expert.